Hi, I'm Laurie, and welcome to your postnatal workout focusing on the pelvic floor. This is going to be a great first workout post baby, as long as you have your doctor's clearance. We are going to be targeting glutes, hamstrings, pelvic floor. The only thing you need is yourself, a mat for cushion, and something squishy, preferably a ball. If you don't have a ball, then grab a towel, wrap it up, and then that will do the trick. We're all going to start in the side lying position. You can use your something squishy to just support your head. Bring your hand to a C. We have to focus on the breath first. That's where everything starts. So bring that C to the outside of the rib cage. I want you to make sure you're taking a big, deep 360 inhale. So as we inhale, feel the entire hand kind of expand. Feel your C get bigger. And then as you exhale, let's make sure we're drawing that deep belly button up and in. We want to keep that TVA activated. And something I want to throw out here, if you ever see any coning or tenting of your belly, we need to stop immediately and work on this breath. We never want to put tissue on the linea alba, which is it's still coming back together at this stage. So we need to make sure we are activating the deepest layer of the core, so we're not putting pressure on the outermost layer, the rectus abdominal, and that tissue in between that connects them. Anyway, so get that breath down. Now let's take that ball and get right to work. Place it in between the legs and just start to squeeze the ball and then bring it out. Squeeze the ball and then bring it out. As we squeeze, I want you to connect to the pelvic floor. So we typically say stop the flow of urine for a Kegel, but I want you to also think about squeezing something inside. So you're working the front and the back of the pelvic floor. So right now we're about at 75% intensity right here, just getting nice and warm. 2 more like this. And let's slowly roll over onto the back. Keep pressing the low back into the mat. From here, slight posterior tilt with the pelvis. So instead of here, you're just bringing the pelvis, just tucking it under slightly. Press through the heels, and right now we should be feeling engagement in the glutes and in the hamstrings. Make sure you walk the feet in if we need to align them right underneath the knees. From here, start to squeeze that ball for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down very slowly and gently. Maintain that posterior tilt. Keep drawing the deep belly button up and in. Press through the heels, feeling it in the glutes. Now we squeeze that ball for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down super slow. Take one big deep inhale, feeling that rib cage. As we exhale, belly button draws up and in. Drive through the heels. We squeeze that ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now start with the upper spine. Let one vertebrae hit it until the booty's the last thing to come down. Big, deep, expansive inhale. As you exhale, draw it up and in. Then we drive through the heels. We press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Again, posterior tilt. Inhale. Exhale. Draw it up and in. Drive through the heels. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to hold that squeeze. Big squeeze. 80 to 90% engagement here. Not going 100%, but really feeling it. Hold the squeeze. We're going to be here for 30 seconds. Breathe through it. Really strengthening back the pelvic floor muscles. So if you developed any, or if you experience any tearing during delivery, this is a great exercise to do. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll over onto your right side. Knees are forward, heels back. We're just going to squeeze that ball for 10, 9, big squeeze, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll back onto your back. Press the low back into the mat, heels in towards the glutes. Posterior tilt. Big deep 360 inhale. As we exhale, drive the heels up. We should be feeling this in the glutes. One nice long line all the way down. So let's start to squeeze that ball this time for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold that squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it down. Roll over onto your left side in a side lying position, knees forward, heels back. This time, if you want to, you can bring it up to a little kickstand with the hand and rise the knees. Big 360 inhale, exhale, draw it up and in. Now we squeeze that ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the knees, release the head. We're rolling back onto the mat. Realign, reset, low back presses into the mat. Posterior tilt on the inhale. As we exhale, drive the heels up, engaging the glutes in the hamstrings. Now we're going to engage as we adduct in. Pelvic floor is feeling this as we adduct. Squeeze the ball. Inner thighs are going to get it too. Keep squeezing for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we hold that squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it down. Roll over onto your right side. If you did it on the other side, come back, use that hand as a kickstand. Rise the knees off the ground. Big 360 inhale as we exhale, up and in. Now we squeeze that ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the knees, release the head, roll back onto the back. Heels go in. Let's realign. Make sure we're pressing the low back into the mat. Slight posterior tilt. I don't want you going like this, straight up, straight down, feeling it in the low back. We have got to bring those hips slightly under. So do that as we inhale. As we exhale, drive through the heels. Now squeeze that ball. We go for 15. Here we go. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we hold that squeeze. Full engagement. Hold the squeeze like you're stopping the flow of urine and you're squeezing something inside. Squeeze the ball. Inner thighs engaged. Glutes engaged. Hamstrings engaged. You're holding it for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it down. Great job. Roll back onto your left side. Use the outside hand to guide you back up. We have one final thing. Now this is going to be challenging. If you want to end it now, end it now. Last thing we're doing is a wall sit hold. Again, make sure your low back is pressing into the wall. Find a wall if you need to. We're about to get into it. So press against the wall. Now we're going to start to walk it down. But we're going to start a little above parallel because this could be our first workout post-baby. If you want more of a challenge, you can sink it a little bit deeper, but we're going to start out right here just to be safe. So bring the ball right in between the inner thighs. We're walking the feet out. Our knees are above the ankles, and we have a narrower stance for our squat. Press the low back into the mat. Now we're going to squeeze that ball. Pulse it in for 30 seconds. Let's go. In and squeeze. Just keep that tempo. Now, I find it easier to make the engagement. Squeeze it like you're doing a Kegel too. But also, let's get that core activation now. Draw it up and in. 8 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that ball. Step up. We're gonna give ourselves about 15 seconds to recover. Then we're doing that one final time. Now you get to make this judgment call. Do you wanna go back at that angle, or do you wanna sink it a hair lower? Don't go too far, but if you're feeling it, if this is like your third, fourth, fifth, sixth, eighth workout, we may want to sink it a little bit deeper. We're going to get better every single time at this. So let's go ahead, set up, press the low back into the wall. Now we're going to start to wiggle our way down, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Maybe we're going a hair lower this time. Place that ball in between the quads, 30 seconds. Let's go. In and squeeze. Up and in. Make that connection. Make it. We have to engage that corset muscle, the deepest, most layer of your core in order to get stronger. We can do it. If we don't, we are going to apply pressure on that tissue, which is not what we want to do. We do not want to do that. Keep it up for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now let's hold this squeeze. 15-second hold. Just hold, isolate, squeeze. We're here for 10 seconds and then we're done. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release that ball. Great job. Our pelvic floor should feel a lot stronger. Our inner thighs, glutes, and hamstrings should feel a little bit stronger as well. Now I kept that short and sweet. If you want more, and tomorrow, weeks out, months out from now, start slower, progress slowly, make that mind-muscle connection always, and then progress yourself along this beautiful postpartum journey that you are on. Get some sleep, mama. Congrats for doing this workout. Congrats on your newest addition, and have a wonderful rest of your day.